While recording, we have, of course, the AFC Championship live, where it's a tied game over in overtime, 24 apiece, and the Cincinnati Bengals are in good field position to either hit a field goal or score with only 10 minutes remaining, packing the Kansas City Chiefs home, then not being the Super Bowl, losing their first ever home game, NFC title game in 4 seasons. And just knowing I had to call off work not to watch what's going to happen in the NFC Championship game later this afternoon. No, we're going to watch. I was going to call off work because it was a freaking blizzard and the Royal Rumble was on Saturday instead of Sunday, like any other regular pay-per-view. And I had to say, it was either controversial in different ways, in different levels, depending on your interest level. That's all I can say, because I'm not going to try to shit on people that enjoyed the pay-per-view. Whoever, whoever, still is a current WWE fan. All I'm going to say was this show was pretty mid. This show was really mid. And extensifying that purpose of mid, why not just have the women's title match open the show? You didn't want to push drama later earlier, not building up to what would happen in the opener. It was Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, and Rollins came over wearing the Shield suit, trying to push over buttons. And I forgot this is a this is a heel title match with the bare minimum of the story, other than he's not gonna disrespect the bloodline, not disrespect my family, but because you caused the breakup of the Shield. You disrespected the tribal chief. And the whole story was Roman Reigns losing his head to Seth Rollins' mind games. So Rollins out wrestles him. Suicided. There was already a powerbomb earlier into the show. A curb stomp where, of course, he near falled. Speared where they near falled. Superman punch off the outside, and it came with a mid-air pedigree and a spear, just like how Rollins won the WWE title back on Money in the Bank in 2016. And after Roman Reigns was losing his patience after dominating majority of the match and hitting another spear, he hits the guillotine chokehold where it looked like he was actually going to win, and Rollins was barely holding over to the ropes after crawling to the ropes, looking like he was about to die, and the ref just launches his hand right over there when it looks like he was about to pass out, looking like he actually tossed his hand over to the ropes, and then Roman kept holding on until the count of 5 over the rope break, ending into a DQ finish. That's our opening night. That's our opening night. Like the bare minimum of build over 2 guys that are already heels, and both guys presumptively that you don't want to push over as a weakling, even though it looks like you're still trying to build up with Roman Reigns into a headlining match at WrestleMania. So why not just have Rollins lose clean? It made no sense to me. This match was just a bit of all over the place, even though the fans were really up for it. Like, I'll respect that the match actually got everybody excited. But Jesus Christ, Roman Reigns just beating the piss out of Rollins like a dead dog. I guess it was supposed to push over more heat for stuff to come later in the show, but I just thought that was pretty underwhelming for an opener. And then we had the shitty Women's Rumble. Sasha Banks Melina gets eliminated in like under 2 minutes. Great. Then Kelly just comes after Tamina. Literally does nothing except her shit offense, where she does her little handspring corner spot that looks trash, a heel kick that looks trash. No one cared about Tamina. Aaliyah came in and stood her ground for a while. Liv Morgan, then made Queen Zelina, Bianca Belair, Dana Brooke, that had the same spot as Mandy Rose had with Otis back in like 2020 Rumble, but at least that gimmick is over. No one gives a shit about Dana Brooke. Everybody just felt like they were just in the corner to show the other alumni spot. A majority of this Rumble is picked up by women that used to work for the company. Do you see why nobody cares about the Women's Rumble? And to the bare extent, the most didn't pop in until like we had a story at least. Okay, there's at least a story between Cameron coming in and Sonya Deville trying to screw that over, and she also cost Bianca Belair that was doing a handstand near her elimination and got stopped by Sonya Deville. That's the only story I know that had anything. Michelle McCool came in. Sadly, no Eve Torres. If we're getting any bitch from like 2010 that used to work there, Molly Holly, Lita, were in like 26, 27. We had Summer Rae. Yeah, there was supposed to be a big pop for Summer Rae and Alicia Fox and Ivory. That did her right to censor gimmick, and her only thing was like, "You little girls." You women! Like, I wish he had more into it, like the whole CM Punk bullshit that happened back in 2010 in the Rumble. But no, she just got eliminated, and Rhea Ripley just eliminated her from the Rumble. Mickie James attack. No, it was Nikki ASHIT, like, knocking down Molly Holly, because she's supposed to be the only superhero that's not over. So, Ronda Rousey came up in number 28. Shotzi came in at like 29. Why not just leave Ronda at number 30? They just face off against Charlotte if you went to Charlotte to like bulldoze everybody, even Bianca Belair. And it ends with Ronda winning the Rumble. Woo! We're gonna see Ronda at WrestleMania! No one cares. I wish I was like more inclined, but there was no top level spots. There felt like there was no chemistry around it. They were just get in and get out. Screw the alumni because they took up a majority of the show. Bare minimal over that crappy Sasha Banks of return that just make her come out at number 1 and not even at the dramatic point of her coming back after an injury with her dressed up as a freaking Sailor Scout. Like, what? I hated the match. Another forgettable match was Becky Lynch against Doudrop, a deuce, on this match. Like, I think there was nothing. Like wasteful spots over to the outside. She couldn't do the manhandle slam. It came up to Doudrop coming close and somehow hitting a manhandle slam from the middle rope when Doudrop got caught off a big boot. This was forgettable. We already know, like, they did these interview segments for a chick that was obviously not going to win clean or even look threatening on their way to WrestleMania, and it just looked whack either than the matches we've seen Becky Lynch do with other better competitors. I don't even know where Asuka is at all. Like, I don't know if she ever has, like, injury problems, relation problems going on at home. I just don't know. And WWE won't tell us. This match sucked. I'm not gonna lie. Next up, we had Lesnar versus Lashley for the WWE title, and we actually had some interest going into this, having okay build, even though I felt like they should have done more with two guys that are legit. But I don't think WWE thinks that Bellator is mainstream, and they were still pushing over Lashley as like the sort of underdog in this. And they were like no selling German suplexes up the ass, bro. Like, German, half Nelson German. Hurt Lock nearly pushed over. Lesnar hits a double chain German. Kicks out of the spear and the F5. So these guys were literally just doing everything in their power to try to do out each other. Looking like savages, killing each other. As soon as the referee got hit off a F5, hitting Lashley's legs, and then Reigns coming over with the WWE title that Paul Heyman hands him. Oh my God, the drama! Reigns hits Lesnar. Lashley picks up the pin after waking up the ref, and Lashley is now a 2-time WWE champion with the help of Roman Reigns. Why Reigns would try to cost Lesnar the title after just losing by DQ. Like Lesnar had anything to do with that title match. I have no idea. Miz and Maurice against Edge and Beth Phoenix. Such an underwhelming pyro in the entranceway. The match was meh. The best thing was Maurice with her titties popping out over her red dress gear. Was the best thing when she was getting chased off Beth Phoenix. We got a DDT, Maurice with shit offense spot. Of course, the goat kicks. And after Beth Phoenix said she had the pin made, Miz broke up the pin. Maurice hits Beth Phoenix with a purse with a brick again, but this time almost a near fall. And there was a camel clutch spot. Then it ends with a double. It ends with a double glam slam for the pin. Match was okay, but I thought it dragged. Like, you just need your comedic spots, because of course we know Beth Phoenix and Maurice are not that good. Like, these are moms. And we understand that this is probably going to go on for another month or two. With Miz and Edge, probably in a cage match or something during Elimination Chamber. And I just don't care. I mean, it's okay if you had fun. There was decent chemistry to be around. We know that the baby faces were going to win. So I just didn't feel inclined to watch this. I was just waiting for the Rumble match. So next we have the Men's Royal Rumble. Yeah, I gotta say, Men's Royal Rumble, and Jesus Christ, this universe mode ass Rumble. And literally just reading over the list of the guys who got in. Styles came out at number 1 and Nakamura came up at number 2. And they held their own for a bit until Robert Roode got eliminated. Rich Harlan stood his ground. Montez Ford got eliminated before Angelo Dawkins would come in. Johnny Knoxville came over at number 9, nearly eliminating Sami Zayn until Sami Zayn, like, Haluva kicked him out of there. With the whole cast crew from Jackass there. So that was fun. Omos came over as the big black... I'm not going to say it. He does a handful of eliminations. I think he also eliminated Sami Zayn. Newly eliminated Ricochet. Ricochet couldn't get a dent on him until they all ganged up together. Even Dominic Mysterio to get him out. Until Happy Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Sheamus, Boogs, Madcap Moss. And he only had some spots. No one really cared. Riddle. That was, I guess, one of the favorites next to McIntyre and Owens. I really wouldn't mind. Kofi tried to do some dumbass spot at number 24. He came over trying to do like a top rope save off the ring spot. Even though you're older now. Chill out. He like went chest first, where it looks like his chest why his chest is like that, looking like the Red Sea. Hitting chest first, and his 2 feet hit like clamping down the floor, ending in an elimination. It looked depressing. Otis came in later on. I was just thinking, oh, the top 25, they gotta get something exciting. Big E, Bad Bunny. Okay, the only thing that made me pop was Shaden was back, and Randy Orton came out at number 29, and Brock Lesnar came out of nowhere like, he's pissed off. He's pissed off that Roman Reigns costed him the title. So why not chase Roman Reigns? You get angry and you somehow get a title shot. Somehow he gets the number 30 spot. Like what? Did he death threat Vince McMahon? What was the bill? Just Brock Lesnar just getting a spot at the Rumble out of nowhere. It was either that or thinking worse, that it was going to be King Woods. And I did not want it to be King Woods. I think he suffered an injury recently. This Rumble was whack. Really mid. I wish they did some spots with Shane. Some spots with Big E just playing his strength. More with drama with Dominic and Rey Mysterio. Or something else with Johnny Knoxville. Like this felt like a universe mode ass Rumble. This was so dull. Randy Orton did his RKOs. Lesnar just walloped everybody in the ring. Even McIntyre was coming close. And that was it. Just the final 2 actually got me excited for any part of the show. All I see is a bunch of mid-carders here. No drama, no legends, no nothing. And we're going to have the Elimination Chamber up in Saudi. So, not even excitement is coming out of my face for the way that the show is built up right now. And the fight, and while I'm recording, it's good to tell you that the Cincinnati Bengals will be in the Super Bowl. It's been since the 80s. And that's when they faced the 49ers. So, I'm very excited. I'm very happy. I'm proud to see the Cincinnati Bengals come from lottery pick to Super Bowl contenders. And, yeah, I can't wait to see it. Thanks for watching me. Watching this. This is the DST show, and that's it for me.